kick it. Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, it's gone. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Gary Jennings, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Lions 14. Panthers nothing.
McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
23 yards, the final tally. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The 7-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is going to be incomplete. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now their defense came through with a goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. Our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Lions 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Lions 14, Panthers 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Goff on 1st down. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Lions 21, Panthers 7. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Second down and 10, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 down at the 31. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Back at the 34-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Darnold tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Michael O.J. Mudia.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's all...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard.
Darnold from the gun. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down. Gone. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for gone. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Second and 10.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Darnold completes it, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And my goodness, this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Lions will take over. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
2nd and 10. Goff again. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Complete to T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. McCann's got it teed up. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Now it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a 1st down throw, Goff. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only not.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Goff pass.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Dan Arnold, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Darnold flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Lions have recovered. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start the second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
A gain of 3 brings up second down.
Now on second and 16. Gone. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. Touchdown, Carolina! Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And the lead drops from 34 to 27.
Makes the score Lions 41, Panthers 14. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field.
To number 80.
A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Goff throwing again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Running is Swift. And the Lions are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with Swift. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Marlon Davidson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and he'll air this one. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. Past the 20. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Gary Jennings with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Julian Okwara in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun. Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Callaway. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 82 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers, and now they're going to fake it. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Callaway, 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And his kick is right through.
The score, Lions 72, Panthers 29.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. After the interception, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6.
The score, Lions.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Julian Okwara in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Panthers on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Their own 47-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 86, Panthers 29.
McCann's got it teed up. taken about 7 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here, which I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, here's Gone. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making...
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for
this game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you... Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Goff. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's Goff. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Lions, 1st down.
Hey, Mike 52. Value 3.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
Throwing again is Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To the air again, Darnold. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
Panthers 55.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To pick up a 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Goff going to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,000.
He's got it at the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 56 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over first.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Complete to number 38.
We got a plane to catch.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Let's go, D. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Throwing now, Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
To the ground and
after the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we...